Alright, here's a quick update on the Hawk 250. I did the first oil change on it at 15 miles. I have 30 miles on it now. Still running good. Everything's alright. First thing I've done so far is I added a luggage box to the back of it because I want to set this up basically so I can throw some ultralight tackle in there and just hop around from river to river or pond to pond and whatnot. So I'll have plenty of room to store tackle in there, or just lock up any belongings, and it's less likely to get stolen. So I can show you what I got here. I'll post a link on Amazon where I purchased it from. So there's no lights. It's just like a reflective thing. To get one with lights in it, it would have been significantly more expensive. So I opted out of that option. So it locks. It's got a quick detach. It's just a little hand nut here. You just back out. That way, if you don't want to use it, it's easy to remove. Just takes one hand. Pop it off. And this is the mounting bracket it came with. I was able to utilize the factory 4 bolts that hold in, I guess it's like this grab bar on each side. I just used longer bolts, and the bolts I had left over from when I had assembled the bike. Maybe I assembled it incorrectly. I don't know. Everything seems to function properly. I haven't had anything fall off, no issues, nothing loosen up on me or anything. So the bolts I already had, they're just slightly longer. It came with these washers, and this little groove up here is what you slide the front of the box into, and that locks the front down. And then that little bolt, that wing nut style bolt, goes through this hole in the back to lock it in place. So I'll put that back on real quick. So there's this little groove here, and you just slide that into that hole. It's hard to do with one hand. And then you line up your hole with the nut and put your little wing nut in. Screw it down tight. Once it's tight, just close the box. It locks in place. It's got a handle in here too, so if you do remove it and want to take it with you, you can carry it like a luggage bag, which is pretty convenient. And this is just an overall look. It's slightly larger than I was wanting, but I'm going for function more so than style, I guess you would say, on this. I think I could still ride a double if I wanted. It does take a little bit of room away from the rear seat, but there is still plenty of room, I believe. And there's a pad here, a backrest. Not that I plan on really riding a double at all, but I think it is still an option. And just to reference the size of this, I'll get my motocross helmet. I mean, it's a pretty large space. It'll even close and lock up with that in there. And that's a full-size helmet. Not that you need that, because you do have, your little lockdown here where you would put your strap for your helmet in. So I'll leave a description in the video with the Amazon link of where I purchased this from. And like I said, I didn't have to use really any of the hardware that came with it. I only used the bracket, really, essentially that, and the wing nut. And that's it. Everything else I already had, and it used the factory holes, so it was pretty convenient. I installed it in, I'd say, 10 minutes, and I'm pleased with it. It was $46 or something. So if you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna keep modifying this. Nothing crazy, just little things here and there to make it more so suit my needs for what I want to do with the bike.